Banana.
Any doubts? From cyber security, roll number 51, Sai Pradeep. You messaged me saying that this is your first class. Did you join directly in cyber security, or you have
Joined cyber
moved
security
from some
directly,
other
sir.
section and came to the cyber security?
Joined cyber security, sir.
Sai Pradeep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no response. Fine. Okay, maybe you might be having some mic issues. Okay, you have joined directly. Fine. Uh, any doubts? Any questions? Did you try recursive procedure that was explained in the previous class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Suraj sir, actually I have absent in yesterday's class. Day before yesterday.
Okay. Any doubts? Any questions related to Raptor flowchart?
Sir, I had a good explanation in the other class regarding how to analyze the problem and
Kranti sir, I think your voice is low a bit.
Sir, now audible?
Sir voice is clear, sir.
Clear. Okay, my
Clear, sir.
fine, right.
Previously also Pradeep was talking, you're not able to hear him, sir.
Sorry. No, the speaker sound, I have reduced it very less. So, okay, right. Problem was at my end only.
Actually, I had a very good session for the other section regarding the workout and analyzing the problem, sir.
Hmm.
I want to just post that link also to this session.
Okay.
For, yesterday's and today's. So I got a very good idea about explaining them regarding the functions. So I started with single factorial, and I started with x power n by n factorial. So they have done it. Then I asked them to do the series like x power 1 by 1 factorial plus x power 2 by 2 factorial. And they started to feel difficult. Then I explained them what is the use of functions there. They started to realize the use of functions. And I have also explained them how to analyze the problem, how to do workout on paper. I thought that will be good, and that can be shared with these people also.
Right.
They can have good idea about workout before writing the algorithm, how to understand the problem.
Right, sir.
I will share the link to you, sir. You can post it in that Glearn, I think.
Right, sir. Right. Someone is asking whether they can show their Raptor flowchart.
Sir, roll number 33, sir. Last class you asked me to show, no, sir.
Regarding the assignment part, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Show it once. After that, we will proceed through the normal session.
Allow screen share, sir.
I have done it. Multiple participants can share screen simultaneously. That is checked. Shweta, right? Okay. You are checking for prime number, right? Or is the prime only? Okay. So
Sir, say any number, sir.
make 33. Right. Okay. So the basic idea is you are trying to find the prime factors of the given input, right?
Sir.
If prime factors are 2, you will display it as a prime.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. If more than 2 means it is composite.
Yes, sir.
So for 33, prime factors are starting with 1. Huh? Okay, I is equal to 1. Okay. So prime factors of 33 will be 1, 3, 11 and the number itself. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 4. So 4, you got 4. So it is composite number. Mhm.
Sweta, I think it will be better that you go to square root of n. That will be very fast, right? Up to 32.
Right. Right.
Sir, in this flowchart which is shown in the screen on the screen, what will that I and J and K variable refers to?
Okay.
Like
So,
I'm not getting what's that J and K refers.
right. So Shweta, what does J and K represent?
K is a multiplying factor, sir.
Oh, multiple factors.
Sir, algorithm, I wrote in algorithm, sir.
Okay, let us see. You have that you submitted, no? You
Yes.
submitted in GLearn. Okay.
Yes.
You have it now? Is it there in your document or shall I show the screen?
You show, sir.
Okay. Let this finish. Let us see whether you are getting composite or not. But as you can see, again, last time in the last session also a similar kind of exercise was done where instead of checking from beginning to end, they were that student was checking from end to the beginning. It is just changing the loop. Here you are incrementing, there it is decrementing. The idea is the same. Okay, did you get it composite? Did you get the output as composite? I think the loop.
But yes, sir.
Okay.
Three. It's there, no, sir. Down.
Okay, we are unable to, but you got a 33 as composite, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So can you just tell now what is the purpose of J and K? Though it is there in the algorithm that you have given, but just
J will say about prime factors, sir. So K is a multiplying factor of I.
no, but when you look at the left hand side, you are getting J is equal to 12, no? At the end of the flow chart, we get J is equal to 12. So what does that signify?
Somewhere I made a mistake, I think so, sir.
Okay.
Once can I cross check?
Cross check it. Okay.
Actually, my sister also did some changes.
To the same flow chart. Okay. Right.
Not same. After taking screenshot, she did something, sir.
Okay.
That's what I saw now.
Okay.
I'll cross check and I will say again, sir.
Okay. May not be in this class, maybe on Monday.
Okay, sir.
Right. So the purpose is when you write bigger flow charts, if you can understand it better, but when you demonstrate to someone else, others will get a doubt why we are using so many variables and all.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So better use comments so that even if you forget, the comments will be there to identify the purpose of using that statement or variable, something like that. Okay. You can stop sharing the screen. Kranti sir, you want to take the session?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
Continue with yesterday's thing.
Right. Okay, sir.
Right. I think we need to continue with yesterday, like what we have done earlier. Uh, I think most of you have tried this Fibonacci, the factorial, which we have already done. So today we will do something like sum of n numbers. Okay. If we do sum of n numbers, then we will also get some idea about, like yesterday we have discussed how the recursion works again. Okay, right. So we shall analyze something like how sum of n numbers will be done here. For example, you take something like sum of 5 numbers. So you will get it something like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So I think when the numbers are being increased, you should be very careful. Like you might be starting at 5. You might be given n is equal to 5, and 5 will be added with 5 minus 1. The answer will be again added with that whatever n will be, that n minus 1. The answer will be again added with that n minus 1 and n minus 1 until we come to the last 0, which returns. Okay. Anyway, the 0 will be returning the value until we go to 0. And anyway, I will explain you how the logic comes. But before that, I think I have discussed with some of you people when we joined the earlier class, like Gauss theorem. I want to just discuss with the people who are late to the class. Actually, you need to think about critical thinking. There was a story of Gauss who is at school, sitting in the back bench, and his teacher was actually teaching something like how actually you need to calculate sum of n numbers. So she said that because they are children and lower class people, so what they have said is that okay, I will start with, so she is teaching like put stars like this and count the number of stars. It will give you the sum of n numbers. For example, the sum of n numbers of 4 is, you just count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 something. You just count this value, and she's saying that how many things will be there, so that the total stars will be represented. And Gauss, I think you already heard about the Gauss formulas, right? He's a famous mathematician, and we also listen to his formulas in physics also, I think. And Gauss was doing something else, and teacher suddenly made Gauss stood up on the bench, and she asked him, "What exactly you are doing there?" He was not talking anything, and this was the story actually. And the teacher was very angry. She threw a duster upon him, that whatever she is having in her hand, and she said that with very angriness that I am making your work easy by teaching you how you can calculate sum of n numbers using pictorial representation, and you are not listening to me. Then Gauss said one thing, he said that teacher, you are making our work easy, I am making your work easy. Then she was very angry, and she asked him, what you are doing then, how you are making my work easy. Gauss analyzed it like this. See the analysis of Gauss to make it more easy. This is what the programmer should be having in computer science. He should be reducing the workload and the time complexity. Then see the number of execution lines that are there. You can also do it in one line. The sum of n numbers that we are trying now can be done with a loop and can also be done with recursion. But whatever Gauss has come with a formula will make it in one line. So he said that I will do it like this. He said, I am analyzing like this, madam. You can also do this count. So he just drawn the lines like this, uh, like this. Now he was thinking about what to do with this. It looks like a right angle triangle, right? Why can't we make it as a rectangle, is what his thought is. So immediately what he has done is that he has just inverted these two things onto the top. Inverted these two things onto the top. And finally he come up with something called a rectangle. And you see, if you invert this star, the star comes here, these two stars will come here. So I think star, 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 and star. This one also the same thing that you will get. Okay. And he got this one. and he got this one after inverting. Now he said that if n is 4, then this is n, and another one is added, so this is plus 1, and this is n by 2. Then he got the formula. So what is L into B? Simply it is like n by 2 into n plus 1. He got it. He got it right away with only one statement. This is called big O of one complexity. If you can solve a solution with one line, then you are calling like within one line you can solve the problem, and this is complexity 1. But if, for example, if you are doing it in loop, I think whatever the n might be, you are repeating the steps n times. So this is more than when you consider solving a problem within one line. So this is what the critical analysis the people should be having. So you need, if you want a very good programmer, don't need to be Gauss, but at least you can be thinking like how Gauss has done, solving a problem with easiness. There is no need to worry here. Just substitute n value and you will get the answer. Why do you calculate and count how many are there here? So he simply said, okay, this is 4 by 2 into 4 plus 1. This is my answer, ma'am. And she was shocked. That is what Gauss has done from his childhood, it seems. So this is the formula that he has while he was on knickers, right? Not even pants. So we should really appreciate his intelligence for making our work a little bit easy. And I hope everybody should be thinking like him, at least try like him to be best programmers in getting down the efficiency. So coming back to this, I want to talk to you about how you solve this using at least loops. I think some of n numbers can be solved using loops. I think it will be easy for you. Let us now go with recursion. Okay. So if I give something like sum of n, this is my function. I'm using some number n and giving it, and I think output should be something like output. That's all. For my reactor I'm talking. So can anybody tell me how can I write a recursive function for this? You can do it in loops anyway, because you start at n and you add until you go to 0, reducing the number. You can try out in both ways. I encourage that. Can anybody help me doing this in recursion? Yes.
Sir, n output equals to n plus output.
Okay. Output is equal to n plus output. N plus output. So where can you write this one? Let us write a function actually. If possible, we will write the function like this. Sum of n, we receive n here, and output should be given into the output. So I think we need to have two things. You need to compare. After entering into the function, you need to compare. What is the comparison that you do?
Like yesterday, sir, if n equals to 1 or yes, n equal to 1 is enough.
0 is good if possible. 0 is
Yes, sir. N equal to 0, then
if n is equal to 0, then our output should
be n plus or 1.
whatever n that we return, right?
Yes.
Whatever n that comes, we return. That means the n will be 0, so we return 0.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. So if it is s, we go and return 0. Otherwise, if it is no, what we do is we write simply something like sum of
n brackets n minus 1 comma output.
Okay, n minus 1 and output.
Output equals to n minus 1 plus output.
Output is equal to n plus output. Because our n is 5 initially, if I give 5, now the 5 will come here, but it is again calling that 4 comma output. So
Okay.
5 plus output is waiting for the output.
Waiting
right?
for okay. Yes, sir.
Right? So we analyze like this. I will tell it practically with an example. let us write the flow chart here if possible. Sum of n, so n comma output. So it's almost all equal to this factorial, right? So we come down. We have if n is equal to 0, then you go this side and output will be equal to 0. If it is no, it is coming this side and saying that you again call sum of n. This time again we are reducing the value because we want 5 plus 4, and after getting this answer we want plus n minus 1 plus n minus 1 like that. Okay, if 4 is n, then we want 4 plus 3 like n minus 1, that means 3. So you are returning the output to the next call in this. This is very important here to get the next call. After getting the output here, we are going to this one. What is that one? Output is equal to output plus n, right? Now let us go to this analysis, right? I will go with the red. Sum of n. So we receive n as 5. Maybe I'm sending n as 5, and this is output. Okay, and now because n is not equal to 0, I leave it like this. I don't go because I measure the first condition, right? I will go to this one. I'll go to this one and write the next statements. Sum of n, comma, what is n minus 1? 4. What is output? We don't know what is the output until we get it. The next thing is we are also writing output is equal to, I'm writing this to OP to keep my space open. So output plus n, that is 5. We don't know what is output, still we are waiting here. And so because it is calling, again we need to go to something else. That means we again go to this one, you check the condition is not okay, we leave this false side and we again come to this right side. Left side we leave it. What is on the right side again? It will be sum of n, okay, 3, because n minus 1. Our 4 is now n, so it will be 3. Output is still there. And next still output is waiting, right? Output is equal to output plus 4. We don't know what is output. And our n is 4 here still. And coming back, I'm removing this here. So after that, what we do, we have now sum of n, 3 comma OP. We are coming from here, right? And we have something like OP is equal to OP plus 4. And again you do it. So you are sending 3 and the output here. So the left side will be not correct. So we are going to the right side. So on the right side again we have sum of n. So n minus 1 is, now n is 3. So it will be 2 comma output, right? And output, the next line will be output is equal to OP plus n. We don't know what is OP still, but our n is here 3. Right? And again we go to this function. So there is no left because n is still 2 and we are going to the right. Again sum of n, this time 1 OP, and the next one will be OP is equal to OP plus, what is that? 2, because this is n minus 1, this is n, right? Okay, now coming again to 1. Here also we don't go to the left side because our condition is that one. So we again go to the right and we are saying sum of 0 comma OP. The next line is OP is equal to OP plus 1, right? And here you generally go to the left side because n is 0. N is 0 is satisfying. So what is the output that you are returning? 0. This output, where it is returned? Here. So the output here will be 0. Now we got the output, right? So we got something like this. I'm sorry. It should not be here. This output will be given to this one. Okay. So 0 plus 1, 1. And the total output that we get is 1. Okay. This 1 is again given here. So the OP will be 1. So what you will do is 1 plus 2, right? Like yesterday itself. So this is 3. So the answer for this function is 3.
Yesterday you kept answer as answer into n, no, sir. Today we kept answer as answer plus 1. That's it, sir. For the
Yeah.
factorial.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Just
Yes,
I'm
sir.
explaining to the people who did not understand yesterday. I'm repeating it once again. Okay. So again, this output will be given to this one. So this will be replaced with 3. So we got the answer 3. Okay. We got 6. Now this will be 6 and this will be given to the previous one. Okay. So now output will be 6 plus 4, 10, and again we go to the previous one. Like that, we will have 15 as the value. So that means, of course, we are going down until we get the answer and coming up with the answers like this. And final value will be returned to your flowchart. Now, can you write the flowchart for this sum of n numbers? Because you need a lot of practice for that. I'm making you do the same thing again. So people who have already done, it's okay. But for the people who haven't done, I'm giving another 5 minutes of time. You can do that one. Okay, if you think that you can do it, fine. Otherwise, we will move to the next problem. Shall we move to the next problem or shall we wait for doing this?
Sir, once we'll try.
Okay, Andrew. Okay. Try out like how we have done yesterday's factorial problem.
But little bit confusing, sir.
Definitely recursion will be confusing. That's what I said. Even the programmers in software engineering also gets confused. So most of them don't touch it. But sometimes it is necessary that we need to touch, and so we need to learn. You need to do a lot of practice to understand it actually.
Sir, I wrote the program, but it's giving me errors, sir.
You can share this.
Yes, sir, I will do it. Sir, is my screen share visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, this is my main. Sorry.
Alerts from disk is almost full.
Okay, Andrew, you can continue.
Sir, this is the internal function. And I ran the program. It's asking for the number. Variable out not found.
Come back to that main once. I will tell you what is the problem. Come back to that main.
Call is the problem, sir. He called it out. You need to call it answer.
Keep another name for that.
No, in some program he kept in and out both tick.
Yes.
Both tick.
Okay, then.
Just set the parameter once.
There is
no input.
Tick
in, untick in. Don't put input. Yes.
Go to the main first.
Yes, sir.
Now try out
that one. Edit that sum of y comma out. Instead of output, do another way. Output.
1 second, sir.
You change that output also.
Sir, I changed it. Assignment, edit, E2.
Again,
no need of that one, I think.
No need of that one, Anirudh. Just edit this output thing.
Yes.
Just keep E there. No first office or no nothing. Just keep E.
No need of plus and something like that. Just put E.
But it won't be printing that value, no?
E value will be printed directly if you keep only V.
Yeah.
Only E.
No apostrophes.
No, take out the first office also.
Just put E. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now try.
What is that variable you have given arms A and S? Go to main again.
Go to main and change sum to y comma answer Anirudh once.
What?
Yeah, I did like that. Change Y to answer.
Change no
Y
sum
comma answer.
y comma answer.
Y comma answer.
Then one second.
And put answer.
See that like you gave the second parameter as A and A. Oh yeah.
Now
Now
you
check
try
it.
like that also. No problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not accepting.
Without keyword, instead of E, change, go to main and root, change something like OP instead of E, OP. Yes, done. And here also put OP. Okay, done. That's all. You try to execute it again. What is that ANS? Write down
You
instead of
put N is equal to 1.
Sir, make it as an output, sir, then.
I'll try to modify the procedure.
Anirudh, do one thing. Instead of that assignment, once try to make it as an output.
You kept N is equal to 1.
Yes, it should compare, right?
That's not a problem.
No, double equal to you kept.
Double equal to is acceptable thing.
Oh, okay.
Double equal to is for comparison. He's doing the right thing. No problem. Okay, now
Okay, sir.
save it once. Save it once. Save it once.
I saved it, sir. Let me delete those backup files.
Okay, right. Execute it now.
Sir, I think calling the thing is different, I guess.
Q is equal to N. That is Sangatri.
Assignment మారిపోయింది సార్ అటు ఇటు అయింది.
That's what I said.
Set Q is equals to N Arvind. Sorry, Anirudh.
That's what. That is the problem you are facing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Fine.
what happens? You go to that sum tab once. Yeah, what happens is you need to assign the N value to the output, and you are assigning
Q to N. Okay, sir.
Nothing to N you are assigning, but you need to assign something to nothing, right?
Yes, sir.
But nothing is something like output, and that something is N here. So be careful in assigning.
Okay, sir. I got it now. Thank you, sir.
I hope people are trying it. Can we go to the next? Or still you want to try for another 2 minutes? The simple thing is you take the factorial flowchart earlier that you have done. So I can give you 1 minute of time extra. Okay, let's go to this next problem. People can try it. You can also ask our help anytime. We can help you. If you are really trying, we can help you if you really ask it out. So please keep on trying that until you get the answer. You can discuss with your friends or me or Suraj sir. You can send mails if possible so that we can try to answer you or schedule a meeting to help you. Because recursion is a very important concept. Until unless you know recursion, we don't cross this recursion concept and go away. Okay, we will be staying with recursion. We will take a few other problems and try to solve it. Until unless you understand, I will try to explain it every time. Now, coming to some series, this is a series. This is a 12th century problem. Actually, this problem arose in Europe by some philosophers. They thought that they have one male rabbit and a female rabbit. You know, male and female rabbits can have breeding time within 1 month after they're born. So the philosophers thought if no rabbit dies, and there is no old age for it, and they keep on continuously producing their offsprings. Initially, they have put 2 rabbits in the field. One is a male rabbit and the other one is a female rabbit. After 1 month, they need to get a child. Okay. So these are the months. How many pairs are there? So at the 0th month, they are launching. By the time it turned to be first month, that means after finishing the first month, there are 2 pairs, it seems. The reason is they're also estimating that the children that are born to this male and female are another male and female. So naturally, there will be 2 pairs. There is no sister and brother relationship there in rabbits, right? So the parents and the children, again, they are mating each other and they are again producing offsprings for them. So the philosophers thought for every month, how many pairs can be there? I think these are the pairs that they are thinking about. So after seeing this series, can you tell me which series it is? Can anybody answer me which series it is?
Fibonacci series.
Yeah. So the origin of the famous Fibonacci series, presently for our world, has been considered as this 12th century philosopher's problem. But I don't know. Maybe Indians have also invented this type of series in earlier mathematical equations. Because even Europeans agree that most of the trigonometric problems, the Pascal triangle, the Pythagoras theorem, most of them have been invented by the Indians themselves. And one famous story is there in Kerala. There is a mathematician named Madhava. I think his mathematical equations are very famous, and he is also one of the inventor of Pythagoras theorem, I think. And he has done it for his blind child, I think. To make her learn the real world, he tried to convert it into mathematics, and he has written the book for his own child. But that related to many formulas, now they are invented. But the bad thing is that we were made to learn that these formulas are invented by the Europeans and they are the first persons to come. But I don't think that so. We Indians have made it earlier, it seems, and including the invention from 0 to 9 number system, we have been through all the difficulties to invent many formulas. Our ancestors would have invented that. But still, our education system is European education system. Still, we study these stories. Okay, fine. Story is not important. Now, the thing is that based on this, I need to calculate it like this. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And so this 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And this 2 plus 3, so that means we are getting it down. Okay, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And this 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And so on. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13 and so on. Okay. Now, to analyze this problem, I am thinking it like this. If this is A, this is B, and the answer will be C. Maybe you can write it like this. C is equal to A plus B. Okay. So if it is 1 plus 1, C will be equal to 2. Right? Now, if C is equal to 2, the next series is, you see here, this and the answer will be added and the correct answer will come. The next answer will come. Now, how you are terming it? So that means if you think again, this is A, B, and this is C. So I will write it in red color so that you will identify. If this is in A, this is B, and this is C. So can you tell me how you change it continuously? Can anybody tell me after you add C is equal to A plus B, what is the next thing that you do so that this will become A, this will become B, and the answer will be C in a loop? What are the next steps that you do here?
Increment.
Sir, assignment of A to like A to B and B to C.
So A will be assigned with B
and B will be assigned to C.
B will be assigned with C. I think you can have a loop every time until unless how many months are given. So somebody has given a month 5, you need to calculate it from 0. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need to get the answer finally. How many pairs are there at the 5th month? Okay, so your task is to now write a program in loop first. Then we will go to the recursion. First, you need to understand to solve this problem in loop. Then I will tell you an easy recursion, and then we will go to difficult recursion. There are 3 ways to solve this problem. We will discuss all the 3 aspects. You can start doing now using loop because you already know what is the loop. I have told you the logic now. You do it. Suraj sir.
Sir.
Sir, actually, can we create another assignment for them to so that they can answer these questions, so that we will monitor how many are doing them.
What shall we give, sir? Fibonacci sequence using recursion.
Yeah, Fibonacci sequence. Initial Fibonacci series, sir. First, they will submit it with loop in these 2 days.
Okay.
If time permits, I think there is no time for us to discuss the recursion now. If they can submit it on Monday, anyway lab is there, then we will discuss about the 2 ways of recursion.
Okay.
And then we will give the assignment. Or at that day we can give, sir, if possible. Then.
What I thought was on Friday, if we can have breakout sessions, we will divide them into groups so that you will be in one session, I will be in the other. Okay. And if any, because when the class session is going on, only few are responding to the questions that are being asked.
Okay. Okay.
So we don't know whether the remaining students are following or just simply attending the session. They might be having problems at their end.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So, and because 2 more faculty are also given for the lab, we can have 4 breakout sessions and maybe split the entire group into 4 parts.
Okay, sir.
And just find out their status, how they are proceeding and all. Okay. That was the idea. Whether we can implement it during the lab session or we can see it.
We will discuss individually with the people.
Right, sir.
I don't think that we will allow with the breakout rooms with the other people. We will deal all the complete section.
Right, sir.
One section you and one section me. So on Monday we will try to help them to do it in recursion. After they do it in loop, we will check whether they have done it in loop individually.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
So assignment, shall we give it on Monday after discussion?
On Monday, so that they will submit both with loop and recursion after we with the lab.
Right, sir.
Okay, sir. So try to complete this problem using loop. And in the meanwhile, I will also post the other links to you so that it will be helpful that we discussed in the other classes regarding another series. That also you can do it. So now I'm writing on the board. You can also try this series. So x power 1 by 1 factorial plus x square by, I think you already know this one, e power x something, x power 3 by 3 factorial to how many numbers you want. So x power n by n factorial. Anyway, you have done the program for factorial. The remaining thing that you need to do is to find out the power. Okay. So first of all, solve this one. So I can also help you how you can write the power. X star star 1 is equal to x power 1. It is like Python. The Raptor also works like this. You can use x star star. That star you can find above 8 key 1. This will give you x power 1. You can simply say divided by factorial of x. So you can write a factorial function also for that, and you can use this. After finding these things, you can simply write down the formula, the series, and find out.
Sir,
I will
so
help you in the lab.
the 2 stars mean we are assigning it a power. So
Yes.
x star star 2 means x square.
Yes, yes, that's fine.
Oh.
Anyway, I will discuss this also in the lab. In the meanwhile, I will also post the videos to you, so that will be helpful. Suraj sir, any other example that you have for recursion, or do you want to tell them in a very something that can be understandable or easy way, or is it okay?
It is okay, sir. One more example is the greatest common divisor. Once this, we can see it later.
That we will explain in the class.
Yes, sir.
Just I want to ask you, because if there is some still confusion with the people, if there is any other alternate way that you can explain for recursion, maybe that will be also advantage. Not only my explanation.
No problem, sir.
If it is okay, then we can continue.
We'll continue. Is the G-Learn accessible to you also, sir, for this section of students?
All, sir. Every section it is acceptable. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I think assignments also, it might be a burden to you, sir. We will just divide assignments also for looking to other section in time. We will discuss which assignment, which section we will take.
Right, sir.
I think today's time is very fast, sir. The first hour is very slow, actually. I was speaking a lot of small amount. I finished up with this.
Sir, because the topic is very big, no, sir.
Yes, yes.
Tough also, no,
So maybe you're enjoying our class.
Oh my God. Yes, sir.
If you are enjoying, that's fine. We should not enjoy the class.
Sir, I'm coming for this class for only for 2 reasons, sir. For one reason is to listen to your class, and the second reason is Suraj sir smile.
Rikshit, ప్రతి క్లాస్ లోని ప్రతిసారి ఇదే చెప్తావు ఏంట్రా?
నువ్వు
Sir, what are you doing, man?
బిస్కెట్స్
సార్ అసైన్మెంట్ ఉంది కదా సార్, దాని మార్క్స్ కోసం సార్ వాడు.
At least change.
After a long gap, we could hear Parikshit's speaking.
Sir, actually, before last class, I was absent, sir. That's why you didn't listen to my voice.
Right. Continue with your assignment. So if you don't understand or you have some doubts, you can contact us. You can post the doubts in the group itself. We will try to contact you and try to solve the problems. So first of all, solve the Fibonacci in using loop. Don't go to recursion now. If you can try, no problem. But try to finish that factorial and the sum of n numbers using recursion. You can see the videos again and again. If you did not understand, I can also take a special class. I will discuss with Suraj sir if possible. If I am free or he is free, we will take a special class and again explain you if you are slow at learning. Okay. To the people I'm saying who are slow at grasping, I can help you with a special class in the evening or something. But it's your interest. Okay, I cannot pursue you, but I am ready to help you again and again. Try out this series also. You can note down the series and try out how you can do it. So break down the problem into 3 small problems. So first solve the factorial, next solve the power, next divide that power by factorial that you got, next add those things. So break down into small problems so that you can solve a complex problem like this. Sir, I think we can close the section if possible. Suraj sir?
Sir, yes, sir. We can close it.
Yeah,
If any questions are there, they can ask.
So anyway, if there are no questions, we shall close the session. Try out these problems. I think no questions, sir. Okay then, bye bye all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Suraj
Yes,
sir.
yes. Pradeep, you can stay. I will show you. You had some problem, no? Sai Pradeep.
Sir,
Sai
it's
Pradeep.
me, sir, Manoj, sir.
Manoj, you can stay.
Sir, that before class link.
That's what
you
someone
kept
was
that
saying.
to Zealand, sir.
I will demonstrate. Just a minute. Some other activity. I will let you know. Just give me a minute. cyber security, in the WhatsApp group, I've added one number, contact number. I think one of the group admin can add this number. His roll number 51.
Okay, sir. I will add it, sir.
Right. Sai Pradeep. Okay. I will share my screen. You were asking, you had some problem with the. Okay. So, is it artificial intelligence group or cyber security who are having problems for viewing the previous session?
Cyber security, sir.
Cyber security.
Sir, just I want that class before class link, sir. I want to.
That video.
Yes,
that recording, it is there.
There in Jeelan Parikshit.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you.
Yeah.
So can I leave, sir?
Any problem in accessing that video?
No, sir. No,
okay.
The first two sessions are not working, sir.
First two, okay. Let us see.
Sir, session will be expired, sir, after some days. Like 1 week or some particular, it will be expired, sir. Recording will be expired.
Okay, let me see it. So this is the first session. Okay. Right, okay. Does not exist.
Like,
so
after one particular period, the recording will be expired. It's what
right.
Zoom
so we can download, that will be helpful to us, I think.
Downloading and then accessing.
I think we lost the previous recording, sir. Then the people who have come newly, very difficult for us to do that.
So what shall we do, sir? We'll download it and then.
Maybe we try to upload in YouTube channel something if possible, so that people can view that.
Okay.
I thought it will be every time, sir. I think we should be having with our CATS department. I think we need to talk to them. If it is expiring like this, I think the lectures will be.
They gave an alternative, sir. They have asked us to download it and save it in our this thing, and maybe in Google Drive or somewhere we have to store it.
But I think Google Drive will take a lot of space. Given us
some other alternative should be there.
I think we need to talk to CATS. If possible, if they can store all these recordings, that will be fine, so that we can access someday.
Right. Okay. Some alternative, let us see. Maybe no. If you use YouTube again, it will come under public domain.
No, sir. We can put it as unlisted, and we can share the links to them.
Only to the
people
selected students. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir. Then I'll leave.
Right. Bye, any other